Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm brought here today to bring this match with Kevin Vivaci. We got Australia versus Singapore, the final match for these teams in the losers bracket. One of them will be sent home tonight.
Yeah, so day two, of course, starting with Australia versus Singapore. We have all of our winners bracket matches and also our second matches for the lower bracket. On screen right now, we're seeing the rosters for Australia and Singapore. So Australia side, Jordan the Bear, Doomy, Ugadi, Rairiku, Machine, A Secret Box, Emrek, Jordan LR7. Singapore side, Kitty, GS Blank, Artisan, Lanjay, Demonical, Lozlight, Lock-On, and Megami C.
Yep, so both these teams had a match yesterday. Singapore taking down Romania in a relatively good fashion. Australia obviously having a much easier matchup. I think Italy was missing a few players in Kurochi, Surfi, and Koba. So 6-0 for the sides of Australia, and I think Singapore won 6-4, 6-3. It was a very close
6-4.
match though.
Yeah. Now, Singapore, I think, really showed up yesterday, came in with a solid game plan, and executed well, and they ended up winning.
Yeah, I think a lot of Singapore's win came down to their picks, actually. It was like so methodical the way they played. They picked a lot of the speed maps, and it definitely worked against Romania. It was such a close match. But yeah, so both these teams have already played their match, of course. You brought it up earlier. There are still some winners bracket matches to go on. One I'm most excited for myself, probably that Japan-China match. Definitely want to watch that one.
For sure, yeah. No, I think all the winners bracket matches this week are extremely high-quality matches. A lot of close matchups there.
Germany, South Korea as well. God, there's some great ones. So, yep, this is the first match of the night. If you're on that western side, of course, morning for some of you Europeans and Americans, rather in the evening. Getting a bit late here for some of these countries. 7:30 here for me in Australia.
For sure. Yeah. So, I think coming into this matchup, from what I've heard, I believe Singapore will be missing a couple of players. I know Demonical only played one map yesterday. I believe he has an injured hand or something like that. It's honestly a bit unfortunate for them. I know a couple of them have military practice as well, so it's unfortunate to have an underpersoned roster, sort of the similar with Italy yesterday. So Australia kind of 2 matches this week against underpersoned rosters.
Kind of just cursing everyone they verse. Italy missing 3 players, and we're not sure how many are missing from the side of Singapore, but most likely Demonical won't be playing. He came in for that one map at the end. He did FC it though, however. Pretty sure he is quite injured his hand and is going to be unable to perform. Of course, you want to take care of your health when you're playing the game, and health always comes first, no matter the circumstances.
Yeah, so we're having a look again at our map pool as we wait for players to get into the tournament realm.
Yeah, this is the, of course, same map pool that we played yesterday. All the matches this week will be on the same pool. These are all the matches will be played today, so I believe there'll be a showcase in about 12 hours from now for the next week's pool. And yeah, the bands coming out from Australia last night was the 6.5 and the they banned the 6.5. What did they ban after the 6.5?
I can't quite remember.
I cannot remember either, but I'm wondering if they're going to ban 6.5 because Singapore seemed to struggle quite a bit with the hard rock against Romania. Not sure if it was really struggling or if Romania just outclassed them per se on all the hard rocks. They played hard rock so well. I think Romania won every single hard rock that they played.
Yeah, yesterday's match with Singapore and Romania was sort of a back and forth. It was Singapore picking to try and counter Badu, I guess, picking the speed, picking the streamier maps, and then Romania really hitting back with those hard rock picks, more of those aim precision type of maps.
Yep, and just because Singapore might be missing a few players doesn't mean this match is not winnable at all or anything like that. You definitely see it, the pool level of difficulty of this pool is around that of qualifiers, so most players in this tournament pretty comfortable and familiar around this difficulty of a pool. It just means it's going to be that much harder. I think Australia's got their entire roster. This is optimal timing for most of the Australians here, about 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Across the 3 time zones. So should be reasonably comfortable here.
So we're going to get into bans here. Singapore's first ban is going to be the 6.5.
That's interesting.
So no, Singapore didn't really look too great on that yesterday against Romania. So I think that is a fair ban.
Yeah, it's just that Australia did ban it yesterday, but I guess Australia also witnessing that Singapore didn't get to play it and knows how Singapore will play it, and Singapore don't have that knowledge on how Australia performs on it since they just banned it. Waiting now on Jordan the Bear's ban for the side of Australia. He gets 2 bans in a row. It's a 1-2-2-1 system, so he'll ban second and third.
Yeah, so Singapore opting for some different bans. To yesterday against Romania, they banned No Mod 3, so the alt map, and also No Mod 6, which is the rhythm no mod.
Yeah, we lost a lot of no mods in that last match, for Singapore. I believe there were 4 no mod bans in that Romania-Singapore matchup. So it was quite intense. Maybe it was 3, because I think Ratgushinden got banned as well, the DT4.
Yeah, DT4 was one of Romania's bans. But yeah, Australia, yesterday's bans, Free Mod 3 and Hard Rock 2. And Hard Rock 2 already banned by Singapore. But Australia going to ban the Hard Rock 1, which is...
interesting.
Yeah, that is quite an interesting ban from them.
It looks like they're trying to eliminate all the lower skill cap maps. From my guess, they're just going to go with the Hard Rock 1. You know, it's probably the least mechanical challenging map of these maps, next to No Mod 1. Just precision aim and not too much difficulty there in that map.
So we're gonna get on to Australia's second ban here. Of course, the ban order being 1-2-2-1. Of course, you cannot ban from the same mod pool unless it is no mod. So either team can't actually ban out this last Hard Rock here.
Alright, I'm assuming probably the Free Mod 3 ban coming out from the side of Australia, just because they did ban that yesterday. And it's the type of map that you definitely just ban again. I don't think that was played in the match yesterday for Singapore either. Oh, it's going to be hidden too, so the ARA hidden too.
Yeah, I think that's a fair ban. Our Tyson yesterday really popped off on that map. Played it extremely well, matching Badu.
And we did see Australia actually quite struggle with that one yesterday. I don't think they had any FCs on that. I think Machine was the highest score for the side of Australia on that map.
Yeah. So Singapore are gonna have an immediate ban there, seemingly.
Yeah, they insta-ban DT3 and insta-pick DT2. So very, very quick here. They know exactly what they want to pick and what they want to ban. And it's going to be the DT2. I'm actually seeing Demonical in the lobby. Hopefully he's here to play and here to stay. And not getting too sore. But, yep, so we're getting into DT2. We saw 2 people from the side of Singapore FC this yesterday, I think. It was really, really nitty-gritty map. They had really low AC, but were able to get really large combos on this map.
Yeah, we saw the lineup yesterday for Singapore on this map was a Megami C, Lock-On, GS Blank, and Lanjay. Megami C and Lock-On both FC'd, but with relatively low AC, 91 and 89 respectively. Today we're going to see quite a different roster from them. We're seeing Lock-On, Demonical, Kitty, and Lozlight.
So it looks like Lanjay and Megami aren't here, considering they were both the FCs yesterday, right?
Lock-On was one of the FCs, so Lock-On still seems to be here. Megami, GS Blank, and Lanjay seemingly all sitting out for this. Not sure whether they're away. I believe Lanjay may be away. I'm not sure about the other 2. But Megami not being in for this map kind of suggests that they may not be here for this match.
And that's just how it is. Sometimes you can't gather all 8 players, whatever circumstances are going on. But for the side of Australia, we have Gummy Ugly, John LR, and Emrek stepping in. So the 2 rookies right next to the 2 veterans for this map. It's very standard stamina map in this slot here, and it's quite fast as well. If you don't have the speed think it's 230 BPM around that. Just stamina, quite hard.
Yeah, we didn't actually see this map played in Australia's match yesterday.
Yeah, they picked a lot of hidden, and that was about it. Didn't get to see any DT from the Australians actually yesterday. Did DT4 get banned in this match? It didn't get banned, did it?
Yeah, it didn't. So could be a good
team having that open yesterday.
Yeah. We're going to get into our first map for Australia versus Singapore. Australia's lineup: Dummy, Ugity, Jordan LR7, Emmerich. Singapore's lineup: Lock-On, Demonical, Kitty, and Lozlight.
Yeah, really keeping an eye on these Singapore players here. A lot of them are new to this map. First time showing it for us. Demonical wasn't in for it yesterday, and neither was Lozlight. So, of course, we didn't get to see Australia play it. No dramas from anyone at the start. Lock-On with a bit of accuracy, tanking, but that's alright. The map is actually relatively short, so early misses can indicate a loss of score.
Yeah, so we saw the same thing from Lock-On yesterday. Did tank a bit of accuracy, but he did get the FC in the end. Well, that's going to be a lot of misses from Dummy early on, which is very unexpected from him.
I think he might have finger locked that, because that was like 6 misses. Yeah, very rare coming out of Dummy, but that's the first miss of the match.
Yeah, there's actually a miss from Emmerich as well, just after that. So it's and a miss from Ugity as well. So that's only 1 FC left on Australia's side. Singapore actually all holding on.
Yeah, everyone looking pretty comfortable on this map. Lozlight with the ACK tank, but everyone on the side of Australia seems to struggle a lot more than that of the side of Singapore. All below 95%
Lozlight and Kitty. Dummy and Emmerich holding on to some supporting combos to Jordan LR7 here, but Lock-On and Demonical still holding on to their FCs. And we're actually going to be at the end of the map. It's already way too late. Yeah, that's it. Very short map.
Instantly left that one, but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
GG's to Singapore. They're there. 2 FCs on that map. Demonical with the 97%. Was way harder than any of that of the Australians. Certainly a good pick from the side of Singapore, and that's going to be the first point going over to them.
Yeah, Lock-On pretty much replicating what he did yesterday. Tanking accuracy, but holding onto that FC. Lozlight probably filling in for someone away that would have played that map anyway, but he still did well. Only the 1 miss, despite the accuracy. Got a nice 550k score there.
Yep, they couldn't have done it without him.
Jordan. Yeah. Jordan LR7 there, getting the only FC for Australia's side.
Yep, such an expert pick from the side of Singapore. They you just see Demonical say he was leaving now, so that would be tragic, but maybe they're picking the map he can play at this current time, and then he will have to entrust the rest to his teammates.
Yeah, I think Demonical probably was really needed for the DT picks. I wonder if he will come back if any other DTs get picked. Cause,
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so as well. But yeah, no, our first point to Singapore, which might come as a shock to Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. On a map like that as well, they were very confident in their DT roster. I know that just from talking to the players that they were ready for any sort of DT that comes their way, and just getting blown apart in the first map. Only 1 FC from the side of them, so maybe a bit of jitters here, a bit of nerves. Not too warm or something, but they're going to go ahead and pick Nomad 1 first.
Yeah, so Nomad 1, this was played in the Australia match yesterday. It was also... yeah, so it was played in the Australia match yesterday. I believe it wasn't picked in the Singapore-Romania match.
No, I don't remember it. It could have been. I definitely don't remember it, though. I think they were on their last pick, and they decided that this wasn't the one they were going to go with, so they went with the DT instead, and they wanted out on that. I remember they were talking about maybe taking a gamble. But we're going to see, Australia did play this yesterday, and it was Ugity missing at the very start, and then FCing the rest of the map, and I think it was Emmerich who FC'd it for the side of Australia.
Yeah, so some really solid scores from Australia yesterday. We had MRX FC, Ugiri pretty much reverse choking it, Machine with a 700k score, and Jordan the Bear with a 600k score.
Pretty interesting that Ugiri's actually not playing this, considering he played it yesterday, but LR7 did FC that last map. We're seeing Dummy in here instead of Jordan the Bear.
Singapore's side, you'd kind of expect someone like GS Blank to play this map.
Yeah, GS Blank must... Wait, Megami is there, actually.
Oh, yeah, so Megami is there, which is interesting.
I think it might be GS Blank Lanjay, who might be away for the side of Singapore.
It's kind of interesting to not see Megami in on that last map.
Yeah, maybe over Lost Light there, because he did play it well yesterday.
Yeah, FC'd it yesterday, so maybe not warmed up enough.
Yeah, but either way, they got the point, so it doesn't really matter now.
Yep.
It is very interesting to not see Jordan on this map, though. Jordan the Bear for the side of Australia. Very notorious for his number one, but trusting his team. Also, no Ugidi this time on the side of Australia, so a very flexible roster on the sides of No Mod 1. It's one of those maps where anyone can kind of tag in and out.
Yeah, a very generic map. As long as your aim's feeling good, you can probably tag in for this map.
We saw two players miss in the first 10 combo yesterday. It was a Spazza and Ugidi. They both missed that Italy-Australia matchup, but no one's missing here to start it off.
Yeah, very consistent map. Only a couple of diff spikes, but really the whole map kind of consistent with this spacing.
Yeah, man, if you can't play the start of it, you probably can't play the rest of it, but no drums for any of the players here. They're just going to build up their combo, also build up those nerves that come along with it.
No one missing on that slower slider there. Heading into the first Ki. Everyone holding on.
Everyone holding on strong, so the more combo you get, the more your misses weighs on the team, and Megami is going to be the first one to break.
Yeah,
all the players here.
Everyone holding on through this Ki, getting past that first stream. Jordan LR7 actually missing on that stream.
I didn't catch that. Yeah, he did too. So his miss has been traded with Megami's. Megami also has that combo advantage. However, two SSs on the side of Australia, bringing that accuracy up nicely.
Yeah, Emmerich, very high AC as well. Kitty there, 99.7. Lock-on and Loslight, not very far behind.
Getting into the only relatively free combo of the map before more big jumps. Never really
into the second Ki. Yep. Into his first break, they're going to see each other's scores. Into these jumps. Another miss from Jordan LR7. So,
yep. So
Megami going to hold on. So there's a slight combo advantage over to Singapore.
Right, but any breaks from these last three players on either team could certainly be the difference here. Approaching that 600k rank for the SS on Dummy.
Yeah, and Singapore really holding on to these three FCs, matching Machine, Dummy, and Emmerich.
This is high quality gameplay right here. Both teams playing this map so well, approaching that 700k mark, and it's 3-3 in FCs with a Megami, a 600 combo just about. Getting into the last jump section.
Very slowly closing. It's going to actually shift over to Singapore's side.
Oh, the spinners here.
Oh, the spinner, yep.
Both teams seeing the scores now.
Within 300 points.
Yep.
300 points at this second break before the last section of this map.
No one missing that first jump out of the spinner.
And it is,
Megami breaking again.
Oh,
it
Megami
goes
breaking,
over to the side of Australia with that break, but still, any of these three players on the side of either team missing would definitely cause it. The score is so
actually going to go over. Yeah, it's going over to Australia right now because of that Megami break.
High arc players on Australia miss, but Kitty's going to be the first one to miss on those horizontal 1-2s, and that's going to be it by about 2,000. 2k? No, 20k.
Around 50k at the end there. Whew. Extremely close.
The poise on these players to FC, seeing through the break that you have to FC. You know, I don't know how they do it. You see, everyone is FCing at that point, and if you break, you're going to lose it for your team. And the poise of Dummy, Machine, and Emmerich to hold through and lock on and Lost Light. Credit to all these players. Phenomenal.
It's like every player really focused right now. Even though it's a 500k score from Megami, it was only the one miss.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
man, that is extremely high quality players, all above 900k from Dummy Machine, Emmerich, Kitty, Lock-On, and Lozlight.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm surprised with how high quality that matchup was. That was seriously 6 FCs until the end there, just about. So definitely got a high skill matchup on our hands here. Singapore giving Australia a good run for their money. Australia, however, winning that map just barely.
Yeah, so one map apiece here. Both teams on pick. We go back to Singapore's pick here. Interesting to see what they go for.
Yeah, maybe more double time if that's the case. If not, probably looking at picks they picked yesterday. I believe they picked Nomad 2 in their last match. They definitely played Nomad 5, right? If that wasn't banned. And I think that was about it.
They definitely picked the Nomad 5 to counter Badu. I think Fremod 1 would probably be a good pick for Singapore. Our Tyson coming in with the hidden would be really good for them.
You're not wrong. We haven't seen... I don't think a Secret Box has played a map yet for the side of Australia. Did he play any yesterday?
I do believe he played yesterday. He played Hidden 3 for them yesterday.
Right. Well, we're getting into Hidden 1, a pick from Singapore here, straight after Nomad 1, so the aim certainly feeling alright. If I recall, yesterday watching this was quite...
yeah, this was actually... this was...
the first map, right?
Yeah, it was the first map that was picked by Romania, and Singapore actually took it from them. Megami was the only FC for them.
Oh, it was Megami, yeah.
Yeah, but they ended up winning the map by 300k.
I think LR7 FC this yesterday for the side of Australia as well, though, so... Well, he had a relatively high score. This was definitely played in the Australian match. I remember Jordan was wiggling those little star stacks or whatever. He was doing circles on all of them.
It was played in Australia's match yesterday as well. Everyone over 600k, but no FCs. So maybe Singapore backing Megami here. See if Megami can get that FC for them again.
So Singapore definitely missing GS Blank and Land Jab. Pretty sure you could confirm it at this point. They both played this map yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. So instead of GS Blank and Land J, Lock-On and Artisan will be stepping in for them. But yeah, I think we've got our rosters for this map set in stone. Australia's side, Dummy, Machine, Jordan the Bear, and Emmerich. Singapore side, Lock-On, Megami C, Kitty, and Artisan.
It's such a different roster from the side of Singapore. You really do hate to see that sometimes. You just have completely different rosters, but maybe it'll work out for them. It certainly did on that last DT map where they won it, and their last performance on that Nomad 1 was really good, so maybe they can bring this one back.
Currently waiting for Emmerich, I think.
Yeah, maybe having some issues here. Yeah, worth pointing out again. See if Jordan the Bear wiggles these little sliders again, or these stack streams rather. We might have had a DP from Emmerich here.
Yeah, it looks like Emmerich's stream died, so it looks like his internet's out.
Yeah, absolutely. But he could probably be replaced with LR7. Because he played that yesterday.
I believe we'll have to have a roster swap here. Jordan LR7 coming in immediately.
Yeah, no problem there. He played yesterday. I think Dummy really wanted to play this map yesterday, wasn't allowed to. The captain benching him on that one. So happy that he gets the chance here to play it now. And we'll see if he can make up for it here.
Luckily, Emmerich not DCing mid-map, so kind of fortunate in that sense.
Yeah, certainly right.
Get a full roster here for Australia.
Hopefully his internet comes back throughout the rest of the... comes back shortly so he can play the rest of the tournament.
Jordan LR7 stepping in for Emmerich. Of course, Jordan did play this map yesterday quite well, honestly. 664k from him.
Yeah, I remember everyone broke early.
Yeah. Early miss from Kitty there. This map,
Lock on as well.
yeah. This map pretty much full of anti-jumps. If you're not focusing, of course with the hidden as well, very easy to miss.
Lock on quite a bit at the start.
Yeah, really having some act trouble. As you see his act 85 early on. An early miss from Jordan LR7 as well. It's a couple misses more from Kitty.
Keep in mind, this was Singapore's pick with Megami and Artisan holding that one down for the side of them. Were those the anti-jumps? I didn't actually catch if Jordan wiggled them all.
Yeah, I believe he was wiggling them. I think he continued to do that throughout this map.
They're sort of semi this time, but yeah, another break from Kitty. Dummy's actually
that's a break from Dummy. Yeah. So two FCs is another miss from Jordan LR7. So it's still
these
two
even.
FCs.
Gonna go back. Oh, Megami with the break. That's one FC for the side of Singapore, and there it goes.
Tyson, yeah.
So we still got two FCs on this side. Jordan is going to die on that stream. However, Machine holding it strong for the side of Australia. Get through that first hard section as the map sort of eases up going into the second hard part.
Lock on holding onto that combo after that early break, but it is 91% accuracy. So if he sees any sort of break coming up, it's going to be quite a low score.
Yeah, it looked like he was sort of adjusting to him. Kitty with a very random miss out of that break, but yeah, it looked like Lock on sort of finding his footing here now in this second half, making me missing on those anti-jumps. Everyone on the side of Australia trying to build up that combo back.
Yeah, so Machine really in his element here, the aim hidden.
And that's going to be Lock on breaking the biggest combo for Singapore. So the score is going to start sliding over to the side of Australia quite heavily. Yeah, 400k.
Yeah, of course, we did see the Megami FC yesterday. I wonder if Singapore was kind of banking on him to FC again and just have some supporting combos.
Yeah, but it's looking like that. It looked like Lock on was certainly uncomfortable at the start of this map. Also, Kitty with a few struggles of their own, but Machine looking poised as ever with that big combo. Dummy and both Jordans also holding it. Those big combos as well.
Yeah. Combo resets for Artisan and Megami. I think it's fair to say this map is probably done as we head into this last section.
Jordan's trying to wiggle them properly. Like he's no longer doing circles. He's doing little star patterns. Pretty cute there coming out, but yeah, over 800,000 score lead, and Machine is going to be the only one to FC, and Dummy breaking about 20% through the map is going to get a relatively hard combo himself.
Yeah, so still some good scores on Australia's side. Singapore, I guess, yeah, really was banking on Megami to FC that again, try and carry them through this map. Of course,
yeah, and with
no GS blank, yeah,
wouldn't have been enough. It's of course they're missing a lot of their roster. I feel like they had two core members on their team missing that map, and Australia missing out on Emrek there, but it wasn't too big a deal. All scoring above 500k again. We only saw one on the side of Singapore and Artisan, so they were very close to each other. The Singapore side all within 70,000 of each other.
And a very solid FC from Machine there, 99.2%.
Yeah, that's such a Machine map too. We've seen it. We're going to see it throughout the entire tournament. These sort of hidden, anything hidden really. Certainly going to see Machine play that. He is the hidden specialist for the side of Australia, so no surprises there. It's performing so well. We're getting into Australia's second pick. That's the first breakpoint of the match.
So I wonder if Singapore's strategy there was they did match him very well on the no mod one.
Yeah.
Maybe try and match him again on the aim.
Especially since Australia banned that Hard Rock aim map. Maybe you're thinking Australia's not too comfortable in aim today, and you're trying to attack all the aim maps you can. So I could definitely see the logic in that pick from Singapore. We're kind of running out of all the aim maps left in the pool. There's only really free mod 3, free mod 2, and what would you call DT1? Yeah, I'd say DT1's got a lot of that aim as well. So almost all exhausted here early.
What do you think Australia picks here?
I'm interested to see whether they'll go with the more difficult maps like No Mod 6 and DT4. We didn't see No Mod 6 be played in either matchup yesterday, but No Mod 6 is such a hard map, and if you're really good at it, it's really good. But we're going to see Hidden 3, the map by Captain 1, the VTuber song. Hidden Ribbon pick.
So the VTuber song, of course, Dummy was probably pressing Jordan to pick it.
Yeah,
although Australia honestly didn't have very good scores on this yesterday.
Right, it was just Dummy holding it. He got like 1,000 combo or something. He held combo for so long, and no one else really there to support him. I think Machine ended up outscoring him in the end though, because his act was so high. I could be wrong, but I think it was something like that.
Yeah, so Machine 660k, Dummy 630k, Jordan and Box relatively close at around 500.
I wonder if this was they saw the scores from Singapore on that hidden map and were like, actually they can't really play hidden today. They're missing a few of their hidden players, and they just instantly picked Hidden 3. So maybe a bit of strategy coming out from the Australians here.
Are we seeing any roster changes? It looks like a Jordan the Bear coming in.
Emre?
As opposed
or Emre?
For Box, for a secret box there.
Box, right.
Yeah. On the side of Singapore, we're going to see the same lineup as their last hidden pick.
Box
so
playing.
Lock on Megami C, Kitty, and Artisan.
Actually just checked my league client, and he's in a game of Clash on League of Legends. So no a secret box for the side of Australia, but see if they can do without him. A lot of players struggling through this intro. Just bear with the client for a moment. We get it all sorted. Looks like we're all good now.
Yep.
So don't know how many of those struggles are actually real. Everyone seems to still be FCing. It's one of those maps where you got 99% on some people, and then you've just got 90% on others. It's just one of those really hard rhythm maps where you're either in sync with it or you're not.
Yeah, and that intro, sort of a good sign of how you act this map. Going to see an early miss from Artisan there outside of the intro. Jordan LR7 above 99 AC here. Very impressive.
Saw Dummy and Machine hold 98, 99 throughout the entire map yesterday. So Jordan stepping up to the plate this time around. Megami C is going to be the second break for the side of Singapore. Still Kitty and Lock On for that FC. Lock On, however, with really low accuracy, is going to get a very low score, but Megami struggling quite heavily with this map.
Yeah, seemingly a good pick from Australia here. Some of these patterns, especially the ones leading into the Kia, is very easy to over-aim and just miss the entire pattern. A miss from Lock On and Machine there, actually. Kitty is holding on, though.
We still got the FC on Kitty, however, the Australians still have 3 FCs, and they get a break to see that there's no one really close to them, so a bit of sigh of relief there. Artisan, though, is building that comment back up.
Yeah, Kitty looking quite good here. No real struggles. The rest of Singapore having some act troubles. Artisan building up that combo to support Kitty here. Of course, Dummy did miss quite similar part of the map to Machine. Yeah, so both Jordans holding on. A miss from Jordan the Bear, actually.
But Kitty does trade that bit, so now it's Artisan versus Jordan LR, and LR is quite a bit above, also with that 98.4% accuracy. All the act on the side of Australia is quite higher, so as long as these misses keep getting traded, this one's looking to go over to the side of the Australians. However, if LR does break, could definitely give Singapore a good run here. Get up to that break. Both players seeing they need to hold this one down for the team, carry it.
Yeah, no really strong combos on Singapore's side besides Artisan. Lock on about 400, but that is matched by Machine and Dummy here.
And Kitty having a few more of those struggles. Megami been struggling throughout the entire map. And Jordan with his second break. But Dummy Machine supporting Jordan LR, and he's going to break, so that's going to give Singapore a slight chance here. 500k lead to the side of Australia, but there's 2 big combos on the side of Dummy and Machine, and Artisan does break. That's probably going to do it for the side of Singapore. We are approaching the last 15% of the map with a 500k lead. Machine and Dummy had that fumble at the start, but they're neck and neck. Look at the scores. Almost identical at this point.
Yeah, and very similar. Oh, that's a miss from Machine.
Dummy's going to take it.
Lock On actually very high combo at the end of this map. Pretty much the same as Dummy here.
So him and Dummy both missing, and him and Machine and Dummy missing that pattern around that combo and holding it through till the end. And a relatively
very
close one, 600k.
yeah.
Not too bad, but yeah, no high scores from the side of Australia. Just a lot of medium-sized scores. Jordan LR, the outliner with the 700k.
And yeah, a really good pick from Australia there.
Attacking that hidden weakness that was shown in that last map. And Lock On actually S ranking that one. So he only slider broke, and same as Dummy.
But yeah, quite a tough map, honestly. AR 9.4 on a map like that. Quite dense if you're not too familiar with hidden. Very easy to over-aim stuff.
Going into Singapore's next pick, Australia, of course, picking that one. We have all the free mods left open, and they played free mod 2, I believe, yesterday as well. So they're quite familiar with the free mod pool. Australia didn't get to play too many maps, only got to play the 6 since their score was a 6-0. So maybe Singapore having a few picks, they might want to go for some of these risky ones that Australia hadn't played yet.
Yeah, so no mod 4. Yeah.
No mod 4, right. So this is the tech or the old?
The tech map, this one.
Right.
So we didn't see this map at all yesterday in either of these teams' matches.
So this is the risky pick then. This is the 50-50. Not really sure how your opponent's going to play on it. All you have is the information from yourself. So going into this one blind for both teams.
Yeah, this is a really well-mapped tech map for WC. Nyako, of course, the mapper. Well known for his tech maps, I guess. Some really quality tech maps out there.
This one is sick. This is such a sick map. It's quite hard as well. I'm not seeing any roster swaps from the side of Singapore. However, Emrek is stepping in for Jordan.
Yeah, so I think it looks like these are the rosters. Yep, so we're going to get into the map. So Australia, Dummy Machine, Emrek, Jordan, LR7. Singapore, Lost Light, Megami C, Kitty, Artisan. So Lost Light subbing in for Lock On.
Righto.
Yeah, quite a short tech map, 2 minutes. So really holding combo through some of these tech patterns.
Everyone spun so fast on that first spinner. They were all just spinning like madmen. This is one of those maps where pattern aim is so important. It could take one pattern to just seriously screw you over and just chain miss the entire thing. They're so hard, and a lot of slider aim and space streams. As you can see, Emrek's going to be the first one to break in this map.
Yeah, at the end of the intro. Really, on a map as short as this, any combo matters. Machine missing as well.
So 2 men down from the side of Australia. Everyone on Singapore looking pretty good right now. This was their pick, bear in mind. So looking really good on these long sliders. The aim to follow these slider heads is so hard.
Yeah, so this map actually was banned against Singapore yesterday. So we didn't get to see him play it.
Artisan, Lost Light, and Dummy all missing that V-shaped stream, and there's another one in sort of an L shape, and Artisan is going to miss that again. So it's LR7, the only FC for the side of Australia, machine with a relatively large combo, but two FCs on the side of Singapore. One, I say.
Ooh, yeah, Kitty slider breaking there. Megami C holding on.
It's Megami versus Jordan right now, and Emrek is backing him up. No support for the side of Megami, so he really needs to see a break from LR7 here. It's only 40,000 score difference at this point.
Yeah, but very gradually increasing here as we see Emrek build that combo. Lost Light is not too far behind.
Megami is popping off right now. That 99% Lost Light and Dummy both going to break, but Megami does find the miss.
Breaking.
Oh, Emrek is one of the streams, but LR7 is still FCing through all these space streams, is just going off right now. And it's going to be 300k
finding a chain miss there on that stream, and that is really unfortunate for Megami. Yeah, and a late miss from Jordan LR7 there.
If he held it, maybe, just maybe, he would have been around 900k. It would have been about 300,000 more. So maybe it would have done it, but it's hard to say. LR7 held on so long as well. That was doable for the side of Singapore. Very close, but LR7 with the debut popping off right now. A nice 868k on that map. That's such a hard map. We did see Kitty actually S-rank that. The only one in the lobby, so a nice score from Kitty.
So the second breakpoint there, going over to Australia as we head back to their pick.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I wonder what we're going to see. We're going to see some more DT. I really want to see DT4 come out from the Australians or No Mod 6, as we haven't seen either of those maps played for these teams yet. So I kind of just want to see how they go at it, but we'll see what the decision is.
Yeah, that last map definitely not a bad performance from Singapore's side. It's kind of understandable why Romania would have banned that against them.
Yeah, and that's including missing 3 players on their team. So I wish we got to see what the entire roster would have been like for the side of Singapore, but with that roster they had there, it was doable, certainly doable.
No Mod 2. Okay.
Alright, so just the Space Stream map. This is definitely LR7 coming off that last map, probably still feeling himself, so hopefully he'll stay in for this one. We'll see what Singapore can do. They don't have their whole team here today, and this map was played yesterday, so there'll probably be a bit of a roster swap on this one.
Yeah, so it is quite a tough No Mod 2. Of course, this year, I believe the No Mod 2's star ratings are trying to match the No Mod 1's.
Right.
So a 6.7 star rating here. This, of course, custom map by Friends396. A very solid quality stream mapper. And just such a good song as well for it. Of course, Hune. Soulwind.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. And the emphasis on the No Mod 2s of this OWC compared to the last one, there was a lot of complaints last year about the No Mod 2 slots being a bit too not hard enough. So the OWC mapping staff have definitely upped that and want to make No Mod 2s feel as hard as they should be. This map, obviously no slouch to that. However, it does have a lot of those linear aim patterns, and we actually did see a lot of the players on Singapore missing on the aim in this map.
So we're going to see
match. Dummy, Emrek, Ugdi, and LR7 for Australia, and Lost Light, Megami, Kitty, and Lock-On. Not really any roster swaps here for the side of Australia, but we are seeing Ugdi step in from that last map.
Yeah, so this is a very similar roster to what Singapore had yesterday. Of course, Lanjay not being here. This is Lock-On stepping in for him. But yeah, one thing to notice about this map, the 1-2-3s after some of these stream patterns, the linear 1-2-3s, very easy to miss on if you're not reading the map correctly.
Yeah, absolutely, and the map really just does not let up. It's so hard throughout the entire map, and there's not really that one really hard stream because all these streams are so hard. The difficulty is definitely spread throughout the entire map, and we're seeing only 2 breaks so far in Kitty and LR7. They've both missed the same pattern, so no dramas there, both holding a good 99.
Yeah, so some real solid act on Australia's side. Lozlight really the only one struggling on Singapore's side with accuracy, but holding on to that FC. But yeah, very consistent map. Yeah, as we see some of those 1-2-3s there, very linear. Kitty actually missing again there. Oh, I think he misread that pattern. So you see that square stream, Jordan LR7.
Yep, matching that miss on the side of Jordan. So 3-3. Getting into this first half. Ugidi is actually going to find a break there on that path, and Lossite is going to trade with him. So it's really Dummy Emrek versus Megami Lock-On at this point.
And yeah, very similar acts between both of them, Emrek and Lock-On 98.
And that wasn't the FC. I thought Lossite was FC, and I just... Whew. All good there from the side of Singapore. Both the FCs still in it. So it is a 2v2 at this point. It's such a close map.
Yeah, some really... random misses from Lozlight in that slow part there, but not to worry. Singapore still with the 2 FCs matching Australia's. Dummy holding on to some very impressive act here, 99.6.
Megami's going to break on the stack stream, probably the least space stream of the map. I'm really emphasizing on the stamina, and the streams from here and out just get so hard.
And that's a miss from Lock-On as well, and I think that's probably going to do it as we head into the last quarter of this map. Emrek and Dummy still holding on to their FCs.
with good act as well. Both players sitting on that 99 dummy with a ridiculously high 99. Looking very comfortable on this stream map. He's going
That's actually a slider break as you say that.
But it does happen every time, and Emrek is just gliding through these streams like butter. LR7 Oogly missing, everyone missing across the board. No real contest here.
These end streams, very, very hard to hit, especially if you're FCing with those nerves. But Emrek looking extremely solid here.
Being not phased at all. In case you wanted to know, yes, Emrek can play space streams, and he can play ridiculous high space A maps as well. So this kid can do absolutely everything, and he's showing it here today. Going to FC that no mod too. Wow, it's unbelievable. He could just play everything so well. Very good player, but
yeah, extremely solid score there. Yeah, S rank. Unfortunate slider rate from dummy there, 99.6. Some real 500k scores there from Singapore. Unfortunate for them. Kitty did have a really good score yesterday. Must have not been warmed up, I guess, for today's match. Kitty held pretty much a 99 yesterday compared to the 94 today, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, you can definitely have those types of plays in any tournament, really. It's just day by day. This how the game goes sometimes. But that was certainly winnable for the side of Singapore. It looked like they just fell apart in that last 30% of the map. It was a bit too much for them. Dummy and Emrek holding on so much longer, and we're getting up to Singapore's pick. This could be their last pick of the match and of OWC 2020. Hopefully it isn't, but they're going to go ahead with free mod 1, and like you said earlier, probably looking to put Artisan on that hidden carry. Yep, this is of course match point for the side of Australia, so winning this one would mean winning it all.
Yeah, so we did see this played in the Romania-Singapore match yesterday. Of course, Romania did take this one out, but we saw a very nice close FC from Artisan no mod.
Yeah, it was hidden, wasn't it? Or was it no mod?
Nah, no mod, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Lanjay did take the hidden yesterday though, so we may see Artisan actually take that hidden today.
Right, and this was, if I recall, a lot of Singapore taking no mod, whereas Romania 3-way hard rock 1 hidden for this map. So map's a bit easier hard rock to read than no mod, certainly, as it is AR 7.8, just below 8. Really hard to read this map without hard rock if you can't read those really low ARs, but Singapore had no problems with the reading on this one. It was Romania outperformed them on this map quite heavily. They had 3 almost FCs with hard rock. So pretty good scores from Romania.
Yeah, no, this will be interesting. I wonder if Australia will overmod this. Singapore, of course, will probably just take the hidden and the hard rock. They had the no mod yesterday. Currently waiting on Australia's last player. It's going to be Rairiku, so Rairiku probably coming in to fill that hard rock slot.
Yeah, almost certainly filling in for hard rock here. I was just thinking, Australia not really notorious for their low AR plays, and with a secret box not here right now, more alluding to what's most likely going to be a 3-way hard rock or a 2 hard rock, hidden hard rock from Jordan and a hidden from Machine, if I had to guess. And probably on the side of Singapore, we'll probably see Artisan take that hidden for his team, but we'll have to wait and see. We have hard rock on Mega B, lock on, no mod for Kitty, so it is going to be hidden from Artisan. Didn't get to catch the mods of the Australian side. It's going to be
seeing an overmod. Yeah, I was definitely seeing an overmod from Australia's side. Hidden hard rock on Machine, hidden hard rock on Jordan the Bear, hard rock for Rairiku, and the hidden slot taken by Emrek here.
I swear, if Emrek gets a good score on this hidden, there would just be nothing he can't do at this point. But we'll have to see it. Artisan performing so well on this yesterday. No
early miss on that first burst by Megami there, yeah.
We're seeing Rairiku step in, the hard rock specialist for the country. And Machine and Jordan quite comfortable on those hidden hard rocks. No mods on the side of Australia. Machine is going to die on that burst actually.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, all this HP gone there. Of course, we are running the no-fail, so it doesn't matter, but it's going to tank his act a little bit there, missing that entire burst.
Yeah, no mods from the side of Australia. So Kitty's score actually mattering a lot here, as one of the mods has been missed from the side of Australia.
Score currently flickering actually, but slowly going over to Singapore side. As we see another miss from Machine. That's a miss from Artisan though.
Hope it
another one
matches
from Machine.
MREC soon, because there's still 3 FCs on the side of Australia, and one of them is that hidden FC.
Miss from Megami there. This is probably one of the harder sections, yeah.
Absolutely. It's only Rariku holding on from the side of Australia, and he's matched by Lock-On, both Hard Rock only players. It really is everyone else just missing except these 2 players here. It's the 1v1 of the century, and Rariku takes it on the Wiggle Streets against Lock-On, but that isn't the map just yet. We still have quite a bit to go. It's a 150k lead, but Rariku certainly carrying the Australians through this pick. Some of those
pretty much everyone missing on that stream part. Yeah, Tyson holding on to that combo, but Rariku really holding on to that FC. Probably going to carry Australia through this one.
Another break from Kitty, and I didn't quite see it, but Machine's actually got himself a larger score than Emrek at this point. I swear I've only seen Machine break every 200 combo, but he's actually managed to overtake Emrek. It's going back and forth between the two now, actually, but Rariku just breaking at the end there, securing the victory for the Australians, and they will be advancing to the semi-finals next week. GG's to both teams rather.
Yeah, it's 6-1 there from Australia versus Singapore. Singapore, of course, taking that first map. But other than that,
good faction too. It was really close the first 2 maps, but yeah, of course, Singapore missing 3 players and really good players for the side of their team in Land, JGS Blank, and Demonical. Really unfortunate they couldn't bring their whole roster here, and this is how it is.
Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate for Singapore. Of course, I think their whole team knew that some of their players are currently going through that mandatory training that happens on Sundays. So, of course, falling to the lower bracket, knowing if you win that first match in the lower bracket and having to play on the Sunday where they do have that practice, it's kind of rough for them. But they did come in knowing that. Still unfortunate. But yeah, good game to both teams. Australia coming out victorious, and they will move on to next week where they will actually play Hong Kong.
Yep, so Hong Kong losing to Canada, securing that matchup. We do have more matches coming up 2 hours from now. Of course, Germany vs Korea, China, Japan. A lot of winners bracket matchups, but that's going to be it for us for the day. And GG's to both teams. Absolutely, thanks for having us.
Yeah, we'll see you all in 2 hours for that Germany-Korea match. Thank you for having us.